Chovy making that play on Gen.G, but it was when Chovy was playing for DRX against Gen.G that he made that play into BDD's Gen.G at the time. Kind of crazy.
Flavor would actually, there's no good answer. Let's drop the balls.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. All right, we are Flash Justice punching for a max range taunt. UCal is dead for first blood, and I personally think he had no right to land any of that.
Like very go in, proc combo and run out again.
Yep. Actually gives you an exit strategy.
Good tech.
Canyon has not missed a spear, and there's another flash pulverize here from Duro, much like last week, looking real good on the cow. The Kitty Cat gets yet another kill. There are a lot, it's like a menagerie on the Rift right now as the deer gets taken down by a cat and a cow.
Credit this was not my original, I just saw someone tweet this. I'm like, you are right.
Yeah, we should actually
yeah, I will
I'm sure you can figure it out.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, Make It Rain is pretty good setup as it turns out, as my god, Teddy taking a lot of damage there as the bullet time through the door is going to be the opportunity here. Is Chovy getting close in? Oh, is this his first death? His first death in 6 games! Never mind. He's just going to ult to the bottom lane.
Days.
Yeah.
Not just related to YouTube, but just in general. I would say depends on the type of content. I think when it comes to art, when it comes to pure entertainment, I don't think there's merit to that. I think that currently.
Well, just not all of them. As okay.
Also that.
Duro does finally go in. The door is now down as there is the heroic entrance, but it only gets a knock up onto the Braum. UCal's teleported in as well as another taunt. The bullet time laid on top as Teddy nowhere to go. No chance to get out, and a gorgeous headbutt back onto UCal as well. He's going to get decimated. Another kill goes over to Ruler, and Canyon is flashing forward to try and take down Sponge. The spear is going to land because of course it is. And Gen.G, this is looking on perfect game pace, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even think they have lost a plate.
Oh, yeah, I was putting my vote. No one will beat DRX 19 times in a row.
Unless they lose again.
Ends up being a big detriment, and then Canyon.
Oh, is this another replay? No, this is just UCal dying.
Yep. So back to dinosaurs. Atlas, have you seen Land Before Time, the original?
Oh, of course I have. Like, a lot of different points in my life.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, oh, cool dinosaurs. And then I was incredibly depressed. As Duro is just moving forward, does manage to interrupt the CC, but does get Chains of Corruption. Andil is likely to be dead, but can they get more is the question here as Chovy moves on to a killing spree. Yeah. This Ruler just over here taking down an outer turret in the mid lane. It feels like there are twice as many Gen.G members on the map than there are DRX members, and I think that's because they have twice as much money as them. Or at least that's what it feels like. 2,000 gold lead for a Galio into Rise in the mid lane at 15 minutes. Not something that I've seen all that much of. That's all right, it's a hextech soul as well.
I did a little checkup, we're at 275 now.
Teleport in from Keen as Gen.G. I don't know whether DRX really have too much of a right to contest this, but they're going to go for it. Chovy looks for UCal on a flank angle, gets his flash out. As now Duro on the flank, but they need to wait for him as Gen.G somewhat split at this point in time. Goalie Wall not going to lock down Chovy as Duro. The triple knock up into the bullet time! And there is the heroic entrance as well. They're only just able to take down Andil in the end, but they also get themselves the Rift Herald, and Rich is taking so much damage. In goes Duro once again! And now Canyon is just murdering them in melee range as this Kitty Cat, the taunt lands onto everyone, and Gen.G mop the floor with DRX. Need to keep track of and keep up to. There's that. There's also the fact that Chovy hasn't died in 6 games in a row, as that is a lot of Voidlings, Void Mites. As Canyon gonna go for another one. The smite comes down to interrupt him. Maybe not in 2020.
But it's no, wait, 2020 Griffin. Chovy in 2020 was on DRX.
Wait, yeah. Wait.
Ah, boo.
Yeah, different one. Damn it.
Boo.
I see KT versus Griffin, and all I can think about and remember. But it was Antara and Tarzan as well. As UCal gonna take a lot of damage here from Ruler. And Iroven Woodid was on that team. Oh man. Sorry, Woodid.
who did, and Kion. He was Gen.G 2022.
Yep. Now we're going to get Yundo on it. He'll let us know it was on KT in 2020 as well.
They can't lose Otacon, by the way.
Well, they are going to.
No, I mean, Gen.G can't.
Yes, because otherwise they won't get a perfect game. Alright, there's some knockups. Zandil able to walk his way out. Oh no! Oh no, turret! The turret's gonna go down! No, Rich! Don't do it! No! It's moving towards 24 minutes into the game. So we'll have Baron up relatively soon. Chains of Corruption do go down as Canyon will murder Sponge. Just needs another little swipey swipe. Well, he's not going to be able to get one.
X broken. It's fine. Just go in.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You know, like filthy but artistically.
No, I get what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. That's all right. There's a help up pole. It's going to connect onto the Braum, who does have the door, but the door isn't exactly mitigating as much as we'd want it to, as there's the bullet time. He waits for the Unbreakable to wear off, as now the heroic entrance comes down. Canyon kept alive.
It's got to be Rich just doing this. Nothing. This is it. That's all you need to do. Just keep going. Keep on trucking.
Yeah. You got another guy in chat, by the way, saying like Surf Rock. Self-bow with a double up. That doesn't feel great. Well, we're flashing for a Justice Punch as Ando going to be the sacrificial Braum once again. Yukal threw some spells into Chovy and didn't manage to break his magic shield. As down goes Ando yet again. Another bullet time is beautifully positioned. And then one of your teammates gets voted for POM and you get to do an interview. It's pretty cool, actually.
Okay.
Oh, Rich going for the steal.
Wow, let him have it.
Wow, Rich didn't have smite. That's
boo,
so weird.
Canyon, boo. Give him something. So, who's your POM vote?
My POM vote? Canyon. 1000%. Or Duro. After like this and all the other things. Chovy's also played well. Maybe we just give it to Gen.G. Why don't you write down Gen.G for POM as well?
But
I just feel like
Canyon's
Nefiru is also so good in game one.
Yeah. If Canyon gets
Yukal's dead.
That's fine.
Chovy is going pretty quick.
You know, I think I'm just biased because Chovy playing Galio again.
Yeah.
It just brings back good memories.
It does. As bullet time flies in. Oh, the Unbreakable from Andal is kind of decent here as Sponge trying to get a flank angle off. Ruler is relatively low as the Maiden going aggressive, but not quite aggressive enough here. As look at these health bars.
The damage!
Just melting.
The Dominus!
Yeah, that was... We are getting some information about this buff of the Dominus above level 16. Looking great as now Gen.G just trying to add insult to injury, but they will take down the Nexus.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.